I was talking to my husband this morning, and he said to me, you know something that I learned, babe, when I was out there in Afghanistan and Iraq, and I'm an old curmudgeon-y soldier now. He said, I remember a lot of people talking about the greatest generation being World War II. My father passed away when I was very young. Much older father was actually a Marine who fought in World War II in the Pacific. Yeah. He was 16 and a half years old, my father, and he lied about his age because he didn't want to be on the farm anymore. He was from Alabama. He wanted to go fight in the war and went off to war at 16 and a half. That's young, right? You're all young. When I was in Afghanistan, I worked as a journalist. I covered the war in Afghanistan and Iraq. I spent a lot of my career covering the battlefield and the young soldiers. And I'm going to get back to what my husband said to me. And he said, you know, everybody says that the greatest generation was World War II. They're all great. When I was on the battlefield, young men and women your age were in Afghanistan fighting an enemy that we didn't even have a country, really. We were in Afghanistan fighting them. We're still doing that today. And a lot of them gave their lives. I remember being on the battlefield with my friend Mary, and we were flying with the parajumpers. And it was great. We were flying over Kandahar. I'm in a Black Hawk. It's amazing. I thought nobody can ever understand the experience that I have seeing this country, being with our soldiers, talking to the Afghan people. I can never bring that home. And I thought, what an incredible experience. And then we got a call. And the call was, we've got men under fire. You guys need to get out there. You need to rescue them. You need to pull them out right now. And everything got serious. I mean, it was intense. It was terrifying. And the reality was that by the time we got there, a young 18-year-old soldier would never be going home again. He was only 18, and an IED had taken out his Humvee. And when the soldiers got off the helo to get him, he was in pieces. And they brought his body bag into that helicopter, and I sat there with his body, and the reality hit me that we are all fighting. They were willing to go overseas and fight to save our nation and to save our freedom and our essential liberties and the protection of this Constitution. And the last thing that 18-year-old child, to me now, but man in my eyes, saw was a foreign land, far away from home, and his family would never see him again. That sacrifice is huge. It is not to be taken lightly.